And this is great, but where I started was about this movie has iconic scenes. No scene, I think, will surpass No Man's Land, but a lot of scenes will be in our minds forever thanks to this movie. And I think that's how Patty pays off on not necessarily having a Wonder Woman movie. She, in this movie, honors Wonder Woman. The invisible jet, this sequence is magical, and I'll never forget it. And the way she honors this very cheesy, weird-ass creative choice, she actually goes there, and it's beautiful. It's one of the most beautiful moments. It's one of those moments we will always remember. Look at this. This is fucking beautiful. And same goes for the flight. That's the kind of shit you'll never forget, because she knew it was iconic and she made it that iconic. And people inevitably will compare it to No Man's Land. And No Man's Land, it's not a Wonder Woman movie. Pardon me, it's not a Wonder Woman moment. I think it transcends the power of that moment and what that represents for women and representation in media. And Wonder Woman flying and the invisible jet, they don't have that element, and I think that's why they are behind in a little bit. I mean, the scene with the Amazons fighting the Germans, I mean, it's iconic also because of that female element. And here her hair is beautiful again. Nice one, Minerva. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna say it again, her arc just gets better. This is a fucking iconic scene too. I think this one has that element of No Man's Land, and it's one of those turns that you don't expect to get so exhilarated and have such a, why does it feel so good? Because this is clearly a villain becoming a villain. But I guess it's because of that female element. Anyway, and this close-up, Kristen just kills it. This is iconic. Anyways, we go to the Egypt. Oh my god, look at that beautiful imagery. I mean, buildings and the pyramids behind. That's beautiful. And we have this very political, this very power-hungry thing, which I've already made clear I don't care too much about, but it happens. And then we have this very clearly supernatural, and that's what kind of bugs me about this. It's very... Patty went there. She created a cataclysmic event that happened in 1984, and that instantly disconnects us from the movie, because we know that didn't happen. So that feeling of leaving that is lost, I think, a bit because of this choice. And here we have one of the most, I think it's probably the best. No, it's not. I mean, I like Cheetah, man. I like Cheetah. I think I'm on a small group that like Cheetah, and so I like their confrontation in the end. But this one is a close second. I mean, this movie is full of great scenes, and Jesus, the competency of Patty in regards to, she's, I don't know how she did this. This is so ambitious. This is so hard. She didn't need to do this, but she did this. I mean, this is Mad Max level stuff. She uses a lot of CGI, and I mean, nobody can blame that. But so I can't say she's like, she did what she could do a Mad Max. Because George Miller, when it comes to moving vehicles and the non-use of special effects, that is insane. I can't, in good conscience say, yes, this is Mad Max level. but the choreography and the tension, the emotion, the discovery, just like she discovering that she had powers, she discovering that she's losing it is very, adds a great dimension. It's better than just she being all powerful and good, which would be a classic Superman movie. But the way Patty controls this is insane. This is no easy feat. No, not every director can do this level, this dimension of action. And it's easy. I mean, when you consider action scenes that involve other planets, other beings, fighting, whatever, it's not the same. This one is involving, it has dimension, it has elements of the real world, it has to have continuity. It's a nightmare, and she did great. And oh my god, I'm gonna watch this scene so much. This is my second time going over the movie. I mean, this is my second time technically watching because I'm not watching, but I'm so gonna watch this again because this is so good. And unfortunately, I think my reaction cut before I could do this, but I was wide-mouthed the whole way through. I have to save some kids, of course, being Wonder Woman, and I like that people see her in the costume. I like that it shows, she shows herself, but not so much that it's not crazy that she was not publicly known. I mean, people say that Batman should know her because he's the greatest detective. Well, this is a woman in 1984. Is Batman looking backwards in time to see if he finds people from the past? What the hell? No. So it makes sense that she would be seen, but she would be forgotten. It's a great scene. I mean, they're out there, man. It's crazy that Patty took this outside the US, outside, there are scenes in Japan. She made it at a global scale in a way that, I think she just wanted it so much. And I gotta respect that she did it well, although the crux of it, the wishing thing, I still cannot swallow that. I mean, again, some good exposition that contextualize the wishing thing, and Diana gets more worried. And girl, is it me or you losing your powers? And here we have Barbara getting more meaner and more stylish. Oh, I hope this was more flowy. Hey, does her hair look good or bad? I don't know yet. Let me take a look. Good. The verdict, good. More exposition. Again, I would like flashbacks. I am not against God's flashback as one of the coolest things in the first Wonder Woman movie. Wouldn't it be cool to be a signature in the Wonder Woman franchise to have flashback to the gods? And they decided to mention it only. Well, I'm sorry. I think I got a little bit premature on my decision on the hair. It's not bad, but it's not great. This one is medium. It's interesting, this scene, how she keeps getting ignored. That's very interesting. It's like an element of her that was not lost. She's still ignored by some people. And when people pay attention to her, she's gone. I like that. Although we see that it's getting through her head, it's getting a little bit cartoonish. And I wish there was a little bit more of, how do we say, I guess, gradual dimension to get to that point. I think she got there too soon. And here we have this man decaying in front of our very eyes and touching me. Sir, you not only look like you're falling apart, but why are we touching so hard here, dude? That's very weird. A weird choice, because it didn't have to happen. Him, be falling apart into the wishing thing, but it did happen, and he kept touching people. That was so uncomfortable. Then we have the son. I mean, this kid, he's like, Dad, can we just play? Can we just, I mean, I have a bike. Can you help me out? And he's like, no, son, you know why? Because I'm going to make you proud. Dad, I swear, I just want to ride a bike. So yeah, I mean, this was clearly a tool for the plot device to work, give a little bit more dimension to Max. And it was okay. It felt fabricated. It didn't feel genuine. I'm sorry. And I don't think it's the fault of any of the actors. I just think it feels very cheap. I'm a dad, I want to make my son proud. It's just too on the nose. And I think that's one of the reasons this didn't work for me. And I like this. I guess to make himself accomplish this thing, he has to give people wishes. So it's very interesting that he keeps going after it. And the world is turning into chaos. I like this. And I think it's gonna get to a point where, again, we're gonna have a comparison. I don't like comparing, but I'm gonna inevitably compare it to Wonder Woman 1. We have these very two stylish people with matching clothes. Congratulations. That's very cute. And they're arguing. It's one of the first things we saw leaking, they arguing, and we were like, what's going on? How is Steve even back? And now they're arguing. And little did we know what it was about. It's weird that she got hold of this, and it looks like it's clearly someone she killed, and she's hiding. She's like, no, it's an armor. Don't touch it. And he's like, what does it smell? It's an armor. It's very old. Don't touch it. But it looks like a corpse, but it is the golden armor. And then we have this flashback. I don't know if it worked. I mean, I guess it did. Oh, those eyes. I think we know who that is. I mean, it's beautiful imagery, but why doesn't Patty go over the top where we want her to? Because this is the perfect scene. I mean, she wanted to save the golden armor for Diana at the finale, where she ironically didn't do much with it. But this was the perfect opportunity to... I mean, if we all know that the movie got a little bit of criticism for not having much action. It had great action when it happened, but it lost a lot of opportunity to have it. This was the perfect moment to have a very huge action scene with the Amazonians going away, and she's standing back, and she fighting back some, and then defending herself. But yeah, she chose this little subdued moment, which was very powerful, very beautiful photography, but I think could be more. Okay, sir, what is going on? First, don't touch me. Second, you're clearly gonna bring the zombie apocalypse. Please, security! Sorry. But I loved... Oh my lord, sir. Jesus, take these napkins, please. We have more and more exposition and more plot devices to move the plot forward, and Mr. Plot is here. And we have this, one of my favorite scenes, when they meet,